Good evening. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our latest PHA update. Tonight will be a little bit different. We're going to be very informal. We got an all whistles and bells PHA update coming on our birthday, which is the 23rd of April. So hopefully we'll have lots of people to share more information with you then. But tonight we just want to give you a quick update of what's been happening and some ideas for the future. But as PHA is all about you, this is where we want to ask you questions, maybe receive your ideas and get some feedback. Are we doing what you think is the right thing to do? Have you got ideas of what we can do in the future? So we're going to have a few people talking tonight, and then we're going to hand right over to Q&A. So that'll be the biggest part of this evening. First of all, I'd like to interview, I better tell you actually, we've got some community updates coming as well with the lovely Shirley Blanche. But before then, I introduce you to the amazing Saz Bailey, who's going to give us an idea of what's been going on and an insight into the future. Hi there, Saz.
Hi. So we're actually going to start with community. So Shirley's going to talk about community, where we've been, what's been happening, and the plans for this year, in the first quarter of like after the birthday update. And then when Shirley's done kind of year to date and what's been happening, then I'm going to talk about where we're going with a new portal that we're setting up for community through about the second half of the year. So.
Sorry,
Shirley
before we go
again.
on to Shirley, Saz, you wanted to remind us, list everybody who PHA are and how that we're all volunteers. Just for those that are coming that are new to, sorry, you were letting people in. People
Yeah.
new to the PHA updates. Do you want to remind everybody who we are and what we're doing?
Yeah, so not to assume that everybody here knows PHA from the beginning. It's just really to recap who we are and what we're doing. So we're basically a group of volunteers that have come together to take back control of our own health based in self-empowerment and natural solutions and wisdom as well as science. So it's basically a community who are collaborating to create resources and a practitioner directory and community groups that can evolve into um, maybe start small but evolve into multidisciplinary teams in some cases. And they started out with community hubs, um, but we've kind of morphed a little bit. So we're going to talk about that when I talk about the platform infrastructure that we're creating that we need some input for. So over to Shirley.
Can't hear you, Shirley.
You're on mute.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helps if I switch the mic on. Yes. Hi, everyone. And thanks so much for having me here this evening. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the Community Ambassador for the PHA. And this is just to give you a little update about what we've been doing from a community perspective. So we've got an initiative called Connect the Dots. If you don't know about it and you haven't heard about it, my suggestion is that you go to connectthedots.uk. That will take you straight on to the Connect the Dots initiative, and it tells you everything about that. But it's essentially connecting people, practitioners and places. And we're just trying to really connect people in the community, on the ground, and yeah, and we're focusing also on the third places, which are the places that people go to connect outside of their work and their home, which are sort of disappearing from our communities as well. So we're trying to establish little community groups so that people can get together. And this doesn't have to be a big thing, so it sounds quite intimidating. Oh, I haven't got the time to set up a community group. But we've got a commitment card that you can just fill out, and it can just be something as simple as, oh, I'm just going to, have a little catch up, have a coffee and a catch up with somebody, get to know one of my neighbours, and just start to have these conversations so that we can start connecting with each other. Connection and community is such an important aspect of health, and that's why it's really important. And linking practitioners in with local community groups is really good as well. So we've got this amazing resource, which is the community directory, and anyone that's got a community group can sign up to that community directory for free. It's fantastic. It's got a map on there, so you can click on there, you can see what's going on in your local area, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant resource. I run a community group myself. We're partnered up with the PHA, and what I found is that running a community group, there are so many amazing things happening in communities, and lots of us don't know what other people are doing. So it's a brilliant way to connect with other people. We ran a kind of pilot National Community Week in December. That was just to sort of test the ground. We're going to do a much bigger one because, can you believe it, we have these national days and weeks for everything, but there was no National Community Week anywhere. So we're establishing the first ever National Community Week, which I think is really exciting. And the next one is going to be in June. So it's going to be the 21st to the 28th of June. If you want to get involved, please do. I'm doing a few little podcasts for the PHA as well. So any practitioners out there that want to have a little practitioner spotlight, and please do reach out to me and we can organise a little podcast for you. And the same with any community groups through the Conversation Starter Project, which I'm a director of, and we're in partnership with the PHA. As part of Connect the Dots, we're going to start up something called the Conversation Starter Podcast, and we're going to reach out to local community groups just to find out what people are doing there, but also to connect and give other people the opportunity to know what you're doing in the community. So again, if anybody wants to reach out, please do. Always happy to connect with people at the wonderful PHA. I think that's my little summary. I don't know if there's anything else I've missed there, Kerry. I know you've got loads of brilliant stuff that you're doing in the community as well, so you might want to share some stuff.
Yeah, I will do. Thank you for everything you're doing with the PHA. Shirley's absolutely amazing. And on our website, there's so many resources of the things that Shirley's been doing and the people she's been speaking to and meeting with. I've just put in the chat, actually, there's a link for the website and also the Connect the Dots part on the website too. If anybody here or anybody watching the recording would like to get in touch with us and maybe talk about what they've been doing, Shirley, I'm sure, will be glad to do a podcast or an interview or live video, something that would be great to find out what you're doing in your community. So just for my part of PHA at the moment, so I'm trying to as well connect the dots, I suppose, with communities. But being there as a coordinator, anybody wanting to come forward and share what they're doing, I'm hoping to resume our workshops, which we've done in the past. And the lovely Gar Chalfont, who's here, did a great series of workshops for us a couple of years ago on dementia. And you can still see those on our website. Gar, they were amazing, weren't they?
It's so nice to see Maureen.
Yeah. Yes, of course, Maureen here hosted for you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was great fun. I would encourage people to do that. Get yourself a good interviewer and be brave and just venture out there and do it. I was a little apprehensive, but it worked out. And I have heard some feedback from you guys that it has been helpful for people. So that's why we're here. I mean, that's why I'm here. Just do something that's, that hits the right spot and gives people a bit of a lift, and may even help with whatever issue is going on for them.
It really did help. And what I like about the workshop is how interactive they are.
Yeah.
So people can, on the night, ask questions and get feedback and go away with resources as well. Help them along into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I'm so sorry to interrupt. I was meant to say as well, I totally forgot. We do need more community ambassadors. So it's a shout out that if anybody wants to be a community ambassador, please do reach out as well, because that's what we're looking to get, community ambassadors in all the different areas as well. So sorry.
Shirley, do you want to explain, because that sounds quite daunting, do you want to explain?
So it's just really people that are in their local community who want to connect with community groups and be an ambassador for community in their community, essentially. I don't know how else to put it, really. I don't know if you can describe it any better than that, but I was asked to do a shout out for more community ambassadors, but it's just to be able to, I suppose, consolidate all these community groups and have somebody that's chatting to them all and connecting everybody together, connecting the dots, essentially.
Yes, just somebody in the community that's getting on and getting the job done, I suppose. I can see a few faces here that I might reach out to. I think they'd be perfect.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, so workshops and also presentations or just general chat. If you've got any articles that you'd like to write and submit, we just want to hear from you and find out what you're doing in your community and how we can help you and what you want from us at PHA. So from there, I think, should we hand over to you, Saz, so you can give us an update on what's been going on and where are we going?
What we're doing, yeah. So in respect of getting feedback that enables us to create what you want and not making any assumptions, we do actually have a feedback survey which we circulate when we can. So I'm going to pop that into the chat. And if anybody wants to give us some feedback, you can do. You can do it anonymously if you want to, I think. And that'll just help us know that we're on the right track. And there is a space in there, just kind of free form to write whatever you want to, any kind of feedback or ideas or anything that comes to mind that you want to communicate to us in the form of feedback. So the area that myself and Mags are currently focusing on is so it was something that was in the 2025 roadmap. We got through quite a lot of the roadmap last year, but quite a big chunk of it was about looking at how we can create a more private and safer online community and kind of bring people into the fold where if they wish to come into an online portal, that they feel more involved with what PHA are doing, because it can be a little bit of a wild west out on the internet, on social media. So I'm just going to share my screen and show where we're kind of moving from and moving to, just to give a visual. So I've only shared this to people that have attended the practitioner support workshops so far. And in order to develop what we want to moving forwards, it can only happen if we have the input of the people that we're creating it for.
Saz, can you zoom in a little bit, because it's
yeah, we'll do. I'm going to go into
really see it.
I'm going to go into each one and explain the difference between them. But I just want to explain that if we're going to do this, then we can't do it unless we get the input of the people that we're making it for. So everything that I'm about to talk about is our ideas, but we don't want to make any assumptions. So the first phase of doing it would be like a focus group. We're asking for a small group of people to come forward, starting with practitioners, to ensure that we're building what is actually required and not us making assumptions about what that looks like. So to go into this image, it's just a kind of, it's basically what's in my head. But to me, this is what PHA currently looks like. So we currently have a website with, excuse me, with, we have a space that has the community website in it with a practitioner where people come on board and sign up with us. And then out here, there's a newsletter that gets sent out to people. And the majority of our community lives out here in this white space on the internet and kind of in social media space, which is this community ellipses here. And where those two things cross over, the practitioners that are actually on the website and the community that comes onto the website, those are the people that come together to create health and wellbeing focused community groups and practitioner networks. And sometimes they cross over and they become kind of multidisciplinary centres with community groups. So we're trying to make things more involving by moving into something that looks a bit more like this. So this outside one is the internet. Excuse my dog if you can hear him barking. The outside ellipses is the internet, and we want to create this that encompasses much more of the connection and communication and collaboration and facilitating things. So it becomes more embraced by us and the people who come to the website to engage with things. So you then have the practitioners that will obviously be kind of outside on the internet, but also inside the PHA portal, and then the same on the community side of things. You'd have what goes out on the internet, and then those that want to be closer with us and more involved, then you'd have this portion here that's inside the green space. And then again, where those two things cross over, you'd have the same kind of collaborations between community and practitioners. So the benefit of bringing it into this kind of setup is that you can start to introduce different spaces for conversations that people want to have. So we can start to look at, for example, for the practitioners, it might be specific networking referral spaces or certain trainings that need to take place. We can drip training out to people. We can create different forums and different topics, like some of the kind of the hot subjects that happen on the internet that we're not allowed to talk about, but they can happen in here. So all of this stuff here is the kind of things that we can start to set up if we bring things more kind of in-house and have that close relationship, which we can't touch any of this stuff while it's all out across the internet. So we feel like this is a really good solution to work for people, but we don't know that without working closely with practitioners. So the invitation is there currently to bring a small group together as a focus group to help us create on the platform exactly what practitioners are currently looking for. And then imagine the community.
Imagine this. It's like our own Facebook. That's really what essentially
yeah.
Without any interference.
Yeah. So there'd be like different opportunities for practitioners. At the moment, there's we're introducing to enable this. We're introducing this minimum £5 donation, and that is really essentially a kind of an energy exchange around enabling us to kind of keep the engine running on what it is that we're doing. It's not really an ROI, a return on investment thing. It's more of a return on humanity thing where the people that come on board want this to happen, you know, above all else. So the practitioners that come on board at this stage are more about supporting the PHA. However, we do a practitioner spotlight across social media, and it goes in the newsletter. And there's some other bits and bobs that happen with practitioners. You have like opportunities to create content and things like that. So we're going to introduce, in doing this, we're going to introduce another couple of tiers, which would be, or packages, not levels, but packages that you can purchase if you want to. And one would be a visibility package, which does start to introduce some marketing aspects of things. And then another package would be more of a professional package where lots of things get wrapped into it, and there's there's more speaking opportunities and the ambassador opportunities and things like that. So again, it's all ideas, and we need input to actually make it
There's
happen.
another aspect as well, which is when practitioners struggle and really can't afford £5, then
Oh,
we're
yes.
thinking,
Yeah.
well, actually, you can sign up and be on the practitioner directory for free. But
A
please
payment in
donate a
kind.
bit of your time and energy to help us deliver what we're doing. Because we're just a very small team, very, very small team, doing what we're doing a lot for what we are. And we're a tiny team and we're all pretty much volunteers and we're sometimes getting a little bit burnt out and it's difficult. So we need help, essentially. We need people to kind of come in maybe for 1 hour a week or whatever to help us with certain things. It would be really helpful because it's hard work, um, but it's not. It's for the good, and it's actually what we have to do. So I'll shut
So
up.
the easiest volunteering role for specifically for a practitioner to come on board and do is if we move into this environment of an online portal where we're building a community, is to participate in that in as being a moderator to help us to actually create that environment that feels safe, feels engaged, and everybody feels looked after. And that's not, an onerous role. It's something that you can do just, when you log on. But there's a payment in kind there, so there is an energy exchange, and there's no kind of assumptions of, getting an account and being forgotten about. So people feel engaged, it's not just kind of, I've got a free account and I can forget about it.
We also have the practitioners meets, don't we, once a month?
Yeah,
Third,
practitioner support
yeah,
sessions. Gonna let my
third
dog in, he might
Wednesday.
jump on my lap.
Yeah, third Wednesday of every month. If you're a registered practitioner, you can jump on a Zoom with us. Saz hosts it and looks after the questions for any business or marketing area, and I'm just there to don't know, answer other questions that Saz can't.
This would be amazing.
I'm just there to build up the numbers. But no, it's great for people to come out and ask for help, but also to meet other practitioners because it can be a lonely place, especially if you're, working from home and you're on your own. Other people are out there, and to exchange ideas as well. And tomorrow we've got this month's one, and we're going to be asking people if they'd like to come along and give ideas for workshops and presentations, and maybe develop volunteer their time as well. So if you are a practitioner, I'm not sure when the recording of this will go out, but if anyone here would like to join, please come along. If you're registered, it would be lovely to see you.
And get involved with the focus group for the development of the platform.
Definitely. So I was just looking at a new message. Oh, so Maureen's just put something in the chat. So that's very interesting. So we're reading that later. Thank you, Maureen. Are we speaking about anything else PHA wise that you want to talk about, Saz, or are we opening up to Q&A?
I don't think so.
I just wanted to also remind people about the newsletters. So we have Saz, Mags, Geo, Lisa, and myself are looking after the newsletters that go out every week, and Elzette as well, who does behind the scenes work and is fabulous. So if anybody has anything they'd like to contribute to the newsletters, we'd love to hear from you as well. Saz, do you want to remind us which newsletter comes which week?
So we have, excuse me, the first week is week one is the community newsletter where we need to, we would like to highlight the wonderful community activity that's going on, which is where Kerry's reaching out and asking people to engage in either an interview or sound bites or even a case study if that's an available opportunity. The second week is the practitioner the kind of topical deep dive, so it'll be like a practice and modality or something like that, and a practitioner spotlight on whatever that topic is. The third week is an innovations newsletter that Geo writes, which is more about kind of developments and trends and like if there's things that might cost a little bit, then we also try and put in like what a DIY solution might be for people to do things their own way as well. And that also includes like research and news. So there's the content to go in them, but there's also, you know, kind of a bit of an admin role there as well for people for somebody if they wanted to help in actually, you know, the creation and management of them as well. And the other couple of things that are currently happening is that we've got the Christmas offer, the Christmas bundle that we put together, that is still available. There's a banner across the top of the website until the end of January. And which has had really good feedback. We just weren't very good at promoting it because we were so thin on the ground. So if anybody's got any social media skills that would like to get involved, anybody watching the recording later that might want to. And currently this week we have a great little promotion going on for £100 worth of therapies to be paid for, where it's just a case of, you know, tagging on social media and sharing it, because to help the objective of that is to try and further our reach outside of the current audience to help more people. So that's just a case of sharing it, commenting on it, and then there'll be a kind of a random draw next week.
Is it open to PHA volunteers? Because I'd like to win.
Can I
You
just make a
have to
little
comment
shout
on it
out?
and share it.
Can I make a little shout out? A little shout out to Hillary, who's with us
Yeah.
Yes.
from Portugal, I believe, where
Wave,
it's a
Hillary.
lot
Give
warmer
us a
than it
wave.
is here. But thank you so much for your help in helping administer the practitioner directory. Without Hillary, we will be a mess. So I
We
would
would
just,
fall apart.
yeah, we would. So I would just send my love to you, Hillary. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mags. You have shared it a few times as well. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hillary's been with PHA for a long time, haven't you? Done so much work
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
since the beginning.
Yeah, I think the directory since about July of 22. Yeah. Yeah. But I love it. It's, you know, you do what you like to do, don't you? And keep going if you can.
Definitely.
When you see how it's changed over the years, PHA, from what it was to now, to what Saz has just shown,
Yeah.
creating a safe space for practitioners, for members just to be able to chat as well. They've actually moved so much, the PHA, it's changed so much in what they're building as well for people now. Because at the end of the day, we're all here for one simple reason. It's just to support communities mentally and physically and help people make empowered health choices, really, and make sure they can do that within a safe space. So that's the kind of environment we're trying, we're setting up. And each week, each month, it's getting a little bit closer to creating this environment. And you've just seen the roadmap that Saz has shown. Once we've got that in place, I think it's amazing from what we've seen it. I don't know if whoever remembers the website originally to now, the changes that have gone on. It's phenomenal how it's growing, and hopefully it all gels nicely and practitioners can all chat and yeah, still forward to zooming on with the mission statement.
Thanks, Gio. Julia has raised her hand. Hi, Julia. Welcome. Oh, you just need to
You're
unmute
muted,
yourself.
darling.
So should we
I
just do
recognise
Q&A
you from
now? We'll just hand it over for Q&A.
I recognise Julia from the practitioner meet.
Yes, hello, nice to see you again.
And you.
Regarding the newsletter, in the last one, where there's a button to say register for the next workshop, it goes to a page calling all practitioners, asking you to sign up rather than a registration page. Anybody else was having
Is
that?
that the one that's in the newsletter, or the one that goes directly to practitioners to join the support session? If it's the one in the newsletter, then that's explaining that you need to be a registered practitioner to receive the invitation. If it's the actual to receive the emails with the link in it for the session. If it's the emails that has the link in it and that's going to the wrong place, then we need to resolve that.
13th of January was when I received that one, and it said small shifts, big impact, your path to health sovereignty in 2026.
Yeah, it's a newsletter.
So when I scrolled down to there was a closing reflection, register for this, and then practitioner workshop Wednesday, the 21st of January. So I was expecting an invitation and being able to sign up for the Zoom either for tomorrow or next month.
So are you currently a practitioner on the directory?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Julia she was able to
Oh
register
yeah. Yeah.
the last one. So is it the same link?
So the emails with the link in go out the Wednesday before the session, the morning of the session, and 30 minutes before the session, and that is actually an email with the link in it.
I'm not getting them.
Max?
You're on mute.
On mute.
I should be muted, but anyway, I'm not now. I'm looking through the newsletter and I'm trying to work out where you're clicking because obviously there's a wrong link somewhere. That's the first thing. The second thing is you're not getting the invitation to the practitioner workshop conversation. I think what we need to do is we need to create them individually in Zoom rather than having one link that works.
We can't, we've not got that level of Zoom access. That's been the problem.
Because what happens, I think what's happening is you're clicking on the link and it assumes you've already registered because it kind of thinks you've registered to all of them all of the time. So when you're getting a new email saying register for, I'm not sure, but I think there's some anomaly that's going on there. So we need to figure out a better way of doing it so that we can send the correct links to people rather than bad ones.
Yes, you're right. That section says invitations are sent to paying practitioners, registered email address, not yet joined, register today, rather than register for the Zoom.
Oh, right. So does the button say register for the Zoom?
No, it says register today. So that explains why it's
So what
going.
email was that?
So that's the newsletter, Max. It's in the coming up section of the newsletter. It's inviting practitioners to sign up to the directory. That's what the CTA button is.
Yeah.
So they land on the practitioner sign up page, and then when they've
it's
signed
actually
up,
the wrong link because that is
it's the right link.
practitioners. It's not the right. It's not the correct link.
No, it's my mistake. It is the correct link for people who.
Oh, to register as a practitioner, but it's not registering to the Zoom conversation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's not an error, it's a misunderstanding. So that button in that email is if you've not yet registered as a paying practitioner.
So basically what that is trying to get people to sign up to become a practitioner. It is not the invitation to the Zoom call. So
So I'm
maybe
not,
we should consider putting that in there as well, because that's where Julia was looking.
Julia's
So
saying
maybe
she's
that's
not getting the emails either.
So what we need to check is Julia's email in the flow desk list. That's the thing that we need to check.
Julia, is your email the same as the email that you've got on the directory, or do you have a personal email that you prefer?
I'm using the one for work.
Okay, I will check that, and I'm really sorry, but it's really good that you pointed out.
What day
And
was it?
anybody else that has problems, just get in contact with us because we will work it out. Better than not to do anything. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and there may be other people that have exactly the same issue as Julia, so that's
yeah.
great.
And we have
Thank
Because
to
you.
honestly,
manually.
we're a small team and we are trying our best, but my God, do we get things wrong?
We have to at the moment because of the current setup, and this is another reason why we're wanting to move to a different platform setup. We have to manually make sure that some of these things happen. So there's like a cut-off. So if that happened on the 13th, and it hasn't been picked up, then that's basically a resource thing, manually having to do something. But that should change when we put a new platform in place, and lots of these little niggly issues should clean up.
So could you explain the new setup a bit more? Are you actually changing to a different platform to do this? And
Oh, we're gonna keep the same platform, but
okay,
we are going to make it easier to register. And also with the added bonus of having a private space for you to chat with your contemporaries
can
as
I
well
be?
as with other people. So we're creating a whole, it's a kind of a forum, but it's behind, it's private. So you can say whatever you want without fear or favor. That's primary, number one. Number two, it's a way of bringing us all together in a safe space. Horrible term, horrible term. Sorry to use it, but it is. And things are going to be a lot more streamlined, I hope.
Another, I feel a really kind of practical solution and kind of helping our community is that the practitioners that are signed up with PHA, rather than like on social media, there's lots of practitioners that we don't necessarily know who they are on our platform. The people can come into the platform as community. So there may be practitioners that come in that aren't PHA registered practitioners, but it's only the PHA registered practitioners that will have a verification check mark. So everybody that enters there will know if they're connecting with or communicating with a registered PHA practitioner, or if it's, somebody else that's hanging
Yeah.
out in.
Plus, you will have your own space within that community, a private space that you can communicate in that people like me won't be able to access. And there will be the opportunity to create courses, even sell courses if you want to generate income. All sorts of things are in the pipeline. So,
But it's all these kind of things that we need practitioners in a focus group
yeah,
to help us define, because we could
and
keep
have a look.
evolving into all sorts of things, and we need to keep it really focused and delivering the stuff that's valuable to those practitioners to start with, and then it will evolve into the rest of the community.
It does sound very interesting and exciting. I just had a couple of quick questions.
Yeah.
You're talking about a £5 for practitioners, but I paid 50 something for an annual subscription. So could you
Yeah,
explain?
it's £5
Uh,
a month. And then
Oh,
if you want to pay for a year, I think it works at £5 off.
right.
And it is literally just costs, keep the engine money.
yeah, it's either a monthly or an annual. Annual's cheaper than a monthly. But thank you for doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
It helps.
And the other question, I did ask you ladies last time, but you said you need to talk to Magnus, so now he's here.
We got him.
Oh, shit.
I'm on the main register, but I also wanted to register for my local group, but there was no sort of
You
immediately
can't do that. No.
way to get onto that.
The way to do it is, I don't know whether you can have another email. Do you have another email? Set up a new account with a new email, a whole new login, set up the community group. Then when you've got the community group, you can link the practitioners to your community group. But you've got to sign up with a new, because there's a separate, it's a separate thing to a practitioner community group. So the
No,
way
not
it
quite.
works now
Sorry.
is you have to set up a new account basically from scratch with a new email, not the same email that you've already got, because otherwise it's going to say, oh no, you can't do that because you've already got an account. So yeah, that's the way around that. And then you can set up a group completely free of charge. And then when you're in that group as the owner of that group, you can connect the practitioners that are a member of that group. And that's a really good thing, because then when people come and visit your site, they can go, oh, that's interesting. That's in my area. Oh, and look at these practitioners that are linked.
Yeah, so there's a Thanet group already,
Right.
group of practitioners, so I can do a practitioner search there. But
Yeah.
I didn't know how to get my listing into that group.
Oh, I can show you. You can, if you go to the form, if you edit the listing, the Thanet group listing.
It's
So
not her
whoever is
group.
in charge of the Thanet group listing can then go and select the practitioners that they want to be associated with that group.
Oh, so I need to contact the person in charge. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do it because it's up to them, because it's their group. So you can't kind of force yourself upon them. They have to go, yeah, I want to bring you. Is that the wrong word? Probably. But anyway, there you go.
Lovely.
I'm sure they'd be delighted to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your questions, Julia. Has that helped? Has that answered everything you? Is there anybody else who would like to ask a question? I'm getting off light
Recognise
tonight.
everyone's faces. I recognise Linda's face. And I recognise, obviously, Maureen. Hi, Linda, but I don't recognise
Hi, Maureen.
Ian.
Have you got anything you want to say?
Of course she has.
Only how impressed I am with how professional you all are.
Wow.
I'm not supposed to laugh. No, and yeah, you're doing a great job. It is not easy. It really isn't easy, and I'm impressed. So take it as a compliment.
Thank you.
So for those that don't know, Maureen did a lot of work for the PHA, and we have so many recordings. Not only did she host for us, GAR in particular, but lots of other presentations. But Maureen used to join me every Wednesday morning for maybe 18 months, Maureen. And we used to offer what was called Wellbeing Wednesday. And most of those recordings can still be found on the website. And Maureen is an absolute genius. And I say that in the correct way, Maureen, and a beautiful person. And thank you again for all that you've done for PHA. And I know you're offering something again soon. So should we keep that under wraps until we've sorted it?
Ooh.
Linda, did you have a question, did you? Or did you just put your hand up?
Yes. No, I do. So I'm in North America, and I've been here since the beginning. And we just spent 2025 reinventing ourselves. Our PHA USA disbanded, and we recreated the PHA of North America. So I've lost touch with the international groups, and I'm curious what, if anything, is happening in terms of any kind of regular meetings or any way to get back in touch with the international groups.
That was Lisa that was doing those, and I think we've taken our eye off the ball, so
I
to
think
speak.
there is a Telegram. In fact, bear with me.
Yeah,
Let's
there is
go in the
everyone. I
system.
think Linda
But we
Malta.
did create we created the page. Are you getting the email contacts that are being sent to that page?
No, no, I don't. No, I don't. What I get are the newsletters, which I think are great. I think I really applaud what you've done with the newsletters. We actually have taken some of your ideas for what we'd like to do. But at this point, the only emails that I get are the newsletters.
Right, I'm just looking on our system to see if I can find. We do have
But on our system, we can see that
project group
with the landing page that we created for North America, people are sending you emails.
Yes,
And if you're not receiving, that's
yes, yes, that okay, yeah, I didn't understand if that's what you're asking. Yes, we are receiving emails for the landing page that we created for North America. Yes. But I was in touch with, at one point, I was part of a children's mental health group that was international. So it was me from North America, some people from the UK, some people from Portugal. I think there was maybe another group involved as well. And I don't know what's happened with that. And I mean, I can get in touch, I can email the individuals, and I probably will do that now that I have time to do that, because I want to get back in touch with that. But I just wondered if there was anything else happening that I had.
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Why don't you take the helm on that and do it?
Yeah, that's
and then we will support you in whatever way we can. Because the thing is, our team reduced quite a lot, so we're only a very, very few people, and we're literally just trying to trying to work out what we can do. So we don't have the resources. That's why we need you, Linda.
Okay.
It's your job.
Okay. Yeah, as I said,
help us.
Reinventing
help everyone.
Yeah.
You're in charge of that now, and then we're going to support you every step of the way. How about
Do we
that?
have an international ambassador?
Yes, and I've been the international ambassador for North America all along, but I see that there is some things to step into here, and I have to say that my focus has been on reinventing the PHA in North America, and that's really taken all of I understand what you're saying about a small number of people trying to run a massive organization, because we're in the same situation. So, but I see that there's something to step into now, so I will do that.
Linda,
do you have the Telegram group?
Yes.
You just asked the same question, Kate.
Yes. Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
So we can put a note in there, and just to see we can ignite. Let's ignite and just see who's doing what at the moment. I know Sarah Jade will still be really busy, and Robito, and there's a few others around the world that are doing things. It's like Mag says, there's just so few of us. We haven't been able to keep the momentum of the catch-ups, but I think that's something we should do and definitely incorporate on our birthday PHA update as well.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. In April, I'd love to be involved with an international update. That's something I would definitely want to do. So keep me in mind.
We've put your name down. Your name is down.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Linda. That's fantastic.
Getting away now.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There's no getting out of it.
It's okay. I'm happy to do it.
Thank you so much.
Love you so
Hillary,
much.
I think Hillary put her hand up first.
Okay, yeah, it's I just decided to look up Julia, as an example on the practitioner's directory. And if I put her full name in, it didn't come up with anything. So some of these names on searches, I mean, there's a mishmash, isn't there, of what people call themselves. Obviously, sometimes it's a business name or whatever. Is there anything we can do to make it easier? So if I just put Julia in, then you have to search through all the Julias in the directory to come to. I did find her then, because she put Julia A.
Is the name of the listing the full name or the company name?
No,
That's the
it was a
That's the
mixture.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the problem.
right.
So we are
And
intending on providing a service to optimize the listing for the search engines.
Yeah.
But it's a little way down the line and likely to be something that's in place when we have the new setup in place. That's
Which will
Geo's,
help a
one of
lot.
Geo's little babies.
I'm just trying it now, what you said, to see that with the directories, to see if it's doing it. So you're typing in Julia's full name, Julia Arnheim. Is it Arnheim?
That's what I started with, yeah.
And right, I see. Yeah, it comes up with loads of Julias, but it's not coming up with the surname. I see. Okay.
I must confess that I purposefully didn't want to use my surname. I've got my business name there. Just because it's new and I'm not sure about security for myself.
So what did you put it under? What did you put yours under then? The name
Nature
of it?
Cure Hub.
Nature Cure
Cure
Hub.
Hub.
Oh, so it's not a practitioner. It's in practitioner directory. It's in the hubs, is it?
No.
No, that's just the name of my website.
Oh, right.
And the business.
Yeah, that might be the reason because she hasn't put her name in. Some searching for her won't be there.
What you can do, a little tip, is put your name in the tags. When you're editing your listing and you go to tags, put in your full name in the tag, and it will come up in search.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's a secret tip. I didn't tell anyone that.
Well, it's good to know. Thank you.
It is good to know because if it starts appearing, we'll all be wondering, won't we? Yeah. Names in the tags.
We missed somebody. Somebody had the hand up.
Yeah, she's not here.
Elaine, yeah.
Oh.
Elaine. I think she got.
Oh, Elaine made it.
Yeah, not sure where she went. Maybe she had to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Elaine. Elaine's asked the recording, so when you watch this back, Elaine, our apologies. And if you have a question, please do contact us and we will answer it for you. Are there any other questions? Maureen.
How are you doing success-wise in terms of growing your audience numbers?
That's a SAS. Do you mean on social media?
In total, really?
Mags can tell you the newsletter numbers.
No, thanks for putting it on me. Honestly, it's been pretty steady with a slight reduction, if I'm going to be absolutely honest. I think when the PHA started, we were in a very different time to today. Today, they're rewriting the history of 5 years ago. And people have become complacent again. And so the urgency of what we're doing has filtered, has drifted off. So we don't have as much support. Some people think, well, we're not very relevant anymore. How wrong could they be? And what we need to do is to find a way of reinvigorating people to understand that, hey, don't get complacent because they are going to come in for the kills soon. That's all I'm going to say.
Looking
So
at the Facebook.
I have a slightly different view in terms of in any organization that's trying to kind of get their message out, there will be attrition of the people that weren't an ideal fit. And although we want to be
Can you hear
serving
us?
basically everybody,
I can't hear you, Pam.
we will grow from the people who, you know, are the people that it was intended for and the people that are going to take action. And we can't necessarily help immediately the people that aren't prepared to take action. And those are the people that fall away currently.
Elaine, you're back. Did you have a question before? So sorry you
I didn't
disappeared.
realise it was Elaine from Malta. I just saw a different name.
You're on mute, by the way. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Welcome,
sorry.
Elaine.
Yeah, so sorry. I only found out about this last minute from Maureen, and my phone wasn't charged, so I died basically, and I've gone on my husband's phone now. I wanted to follow up on what Linda's question was about. I am PHA and PFFA, Malta, with my husband Dave, and we also haven't had any connection internationally for quite some time now. I think the last time was maybe September. So I'm keen to try and see how we can revive that because there's a kind of a disconnect. And I have people asking me, lots of questions here. And, obviously we've been busy ourselves as well. But the whole international side has fallen away. And I actually think it's incredibly important that we get that back up and running.
So from my part, I've come on and joined the project team with a focus, admittedly, on the UK to ensure that we've got things in place that enable us to be resilient and grow. So I've been looking at systems and strategy and how to ensure that we're still here in 12 months and in 24 months and not just here, but actually on a growth curve. So that's where I've been spending my attention. But that doesn't mean that international isn't important. It is absolutely important. And one of the things that we have been looking at in that time is moving into the private. It keeps kind of circling round as to how feasible that is. So if we're in the private, we don't have to think about GDPR and the hoops that we have to jump through to connect I'm talking digitally here to be able to do things internationally. In the private space, it's private conversations, private law, private connections, private contracts. So you can do basically what you want in the private. It keeps circling round because to enable us to grow, we do have to be public facing, where there's feeling that we need, because we're a CIC currently, would be legal protection for anything that we might get into trouble for things that are said online and that kind of thing. So I can't say that we've got an answer currently, but what I can say is that international is very, very important to us. So we need to reignite. I think you dropped off when we had the conversation about reigniting those
Yes, I
conversations.
did. Yeah, I did. So Lisa, and just to let you know, there's the people we were on all the calls with. There was Alexia in New Zealand, and we've kept very good contact with her. And then there's Lisa, who's in Australia, and both New Zealand and Australia are doing amazing work, may I add, big time. So they also have kind of connected with me in different stages to say, nothing's really happening. What do you think? What's happening? We had some amazing calls that happened internationally. There was a farmer in New Zealand, in the south of New Zealand, who was just unbelievable, who gave his whole views on the legal system. He spent a lot of time, he sadly spent time in jail because of his views, but he was amazing and talking about health and why it needs to be reinforced. And I think it definitely makes sense to do a kickoff with an international call. And I'd be very happy to connect with Linda on that.
That would be wonderful. We need
Yeah,
your
again, it's just resource. We're so thin on the ground, and
yeah.
we maintain having really big goals, but have to kind of rein in what we've got the capacity to deliver. So if
Yeah.
there's people that can take that and run with it, then we invite them.
I
Go
think
back
that
to
the way the international calls were working was, yeah, Lisa kind of chaired it, but in actual fact, so that's Lisa Dunnington. Is Lisa still with you guys?
yeah,
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 Oh, fantastic.
yeah.
Oh, fantastic, Lisa.
yeah.
So I think you will say yourself, I mean, I think what Australia and New Zealand are doing in particular, I was amazed by it. And I think we should really connect back with them because I really think they've moved quite far on some of these projects. And I could only just aspire and hope to kind of get anywhere near their levels. So I don't know. I think we really should get a call up and running.
Yeah, Elaine, I didn't see your name in the Telegram group, the international Telegram group.
I haven't seen anything from you guys in ages. So I didn't know if I don't know. I mean, it was Maureen who told me about this call this evening.
Okay, let me find the link and put it in the chat.
I've just
Because I
put it in
literally
there
just put
now.
in. Oh, you put it in there.
Yeah.
I just put a message in there to say I'm on the call now and it's been mentioned. So let's try and arrange a Zoom and just maybe take it from there if everyone can get who want to get together.
Can
We're
Elaine join by that link, or does she need an
I'll
invite?
do that now, yeah.
if you can't, then we can invite the other way, but you should be able to. I mean, I'm not sure how active it is, but there's been a few things in there this week, I think. Yeah, there are Linda and Monica. So there's been a couple of things in there since January. So it is being the group is being watched by people in there.
Okay.
Be interesting to see, and I think this is what everyone else has been alluding to, is that we are so thin on the ground, we haven't been able to keep coordinating with everybody. But it would be a great if anybody in any of the groups can strike up a conversation and say, hey, who's in here? Are you still active? Do you still want to be active? Shall we do something? I know Linda was mentioning the children's group, and that did go quite well for some time, and they were working on a project. But then people have different commitments in their life, and I think it just sort of phased out. So yeah, that was what happened with the children's, I think.
I think some of that was, oh no, maybe mental health. It was children on mental health. Actually, the processes to engage with us and get things on the website halted as well. So that probably needs revisiting this year.
Yeah, it does. We just need a
list.
a to-do list. We need another mags for sure.
I might be able to divide like an amoeba.
How can we find the New Zealand group through the PHA directory?
About Us International.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a map there with links on it.
They have lots of different locations. They worked really successfully we tried this in Malta and it really didn't work, but they had a really successful have a really successful working relationship with all of their councils. So their government councils that seem to be somewhat more aligned to people. We tried that here in Malta, and we set off and we set up loads of meetings with the councils, and we learned here that all the councils are extremely corrupt and part of
A bit like ours then.
Sorry?
A bit like ours in the UK.
Yeah, actually they're more corrupt.
Hello,
They're more corrupt here, unbelievable. And the other thing I didn't like about working with the councils here, what we found here is they love what we're about. They absolutely loved it. Oh yeah, please come into the council. We want you to talk to all of our, all of our area. It's amazing everything you're doing. And they are just basically taking a big whacking salary and just making us do all the work for free. They will not pay a penny. They were looking for our practitioners to do free yoga. And they were like, some of our councils here are quite aged communities. And they're like, amazing. We've just got a yoga class on a Tuesday for free for all of our people. And nobody cared about anything. There was no contribution, no nothing. So it actually really wasted about a year of our time. It became very, we were initially really happy that they were engaging with us, but then we realized we were just being used as pawn. So it wasn't very nice through the whole experience. But that's how we have come to it, at least. But I think getting back on this international group would be really helpful.
Definitely. Is anybody any comments on that or a different question? Hi, Joanna. Oh, you're on mute. You're muted, Joanna. Technology is great when it works, isn't it?
It is a bit tricky on you,
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Can we unmute Joanna if she wants to speak?
No, I don't think so.
And Pat, wherever Pat is, that's a nice idea about the animals. Yes, 100%.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, yeah. I was involved in setting up a hub and it got delayed because I broke my femur and my hip.
Oh gosh.
But hopefully it should be up and running by the summer. And I'm in Billericay, Essex.
Good for you.
Glad you recovered or are recovering, Pat. That sounds awful.
Yeah, thank you. Not recommended.
No, very painful.
Pat, you mentioned that the PFFA went after small grants.
Yes.
What we would love is if someone can help us to find out whether we can get small grants, because again, we're such a small team. We need people like you to help us.
I can probably help with that. The only thing we might have to think about is it needs to be focused around a specific area, say Essex or Kent or something like that, because they do the small community grants at the county level.
So if, say, you became an ambassador for Kent, Essex, Kent, for the PHA, would that work, do you reckon?
Yes. Is that a hint for me?
A little bit.
I mean,
Very
there's something in there for doing some kind of grant application workshop because they're tedious and a lot of effort and high competition.
And the trick is to know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
I used to work
There's
for
a knack to writing them.
Yeah, there is a knack. I work in the car industry, quote unquote. I work for a big major car company, quote unquote, in the Essex area. And I've done a lot of grant applications, some of which were very successful. I also worked for the London Development Agency for a while. And I used to be I was the poacher turned gamekeeper, I think they say.
Yeah.
I used to be the one vetting the grants to say whether somebody got the money. So there is a bit of a knack to this. Yeah.
What do you reckon then? Do you want to become an ambassador?
What do I need to do?
Be nice.
Okay.
Ambassador roles are really about being vocal, connecting people, kind of, sharing the PHA story, connecting groups to the directories, encouraging practitioners to jump on the directory. If the focus is specifically around grant application, then I guess it's kind of what the boundaries to that are. Would it just be for your area, or would you be interested in actually helping nationally for local groups to replicate what that takes?
Let me have a think about how we can pull together some notes that we can share with people. Perhaps we can do one of these sessions, and everyone from the country, from across the country, can join in, and we can do like a Zoom meeting and take people through how to do the applications.
Brilliant. You're like a
Sounds
dream come
amazing.
true.
Let
And
me have a think
we
about
can
how we do
have
it.
a little grant application forum in the portal,
Yeah,
specific combination and support around those sorts of things.
Pat,
yeah, I
can
think,
you send us
yeah,
an email? Can you send us an email with your contact details?
yes.
To hello at or support at or wherever you want. We'll get there.
Okay, okay.
I'll put the link in.
And yes, I will go for being an ambassador then.
That would be great. So the way we're envisaging
You've
it,
recruited on the call.
no, but I mean ambassadors in various areas of the country. So, you wouldn't have to take the whole of the UK, focus on Essex.
Yep, yeah, that works. I can do probably Essex. I could do a little bit of Cambridge and a little bit of Suffolk.
Sounds wonderful.
Definitely not Norfolk then.
Haven't got as many contacts in Norfolk.
I don't even know. I was going
I
to
mean,
crack a joke, but it would have gone down very flatly, so I won't.
ah,
So just as a kind of continuity, Kerry would, as a like community success champion, can you be Pat's point of contact for moving that
100%,
forward?
Pat.
thank
Can
you.
you see the chat?
Yes,
So I will put I'm going to put my direct email in there now.
I will put mine in as well.
Great, and I'll email you too. I would enjoy speaking to you and getting this set up. Pat, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think we need to turn the tide in our favour.
We certainly do.
Definitely, and we need people like you to help us do it.
Brilliant.
I've got a bit more time now.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Never admit to that.
yeah, not a lot, but a bit.
Oh, I look forward to hearing from you.
I'm just trying to.
I think we've got Joanna back. She's managed to unmute.
Yes, that's right.
Hi.
Hi. My question is, how do I find out if I'm still on the practitioner list? I had a client or patient, I don't know what you call it, a long time ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, but I haven't heard anything since. I wonder if I'm still on your list.
Are you looking now, Saz? You look like
What's it called? Under what are you listed?
Homeopath and yoga teacher.
Is your name on the listing?
Do you remember when you joined?
Maybe 5 years ago, more or less.
So we did it for you. We put your listing on for you, I think, probably at that time.
I thought it's quite a detailed procedure I have to go through.
Yes. Yes, with the certification, all sorts of things. Yeah, you did. So that was right at the beginning, 2023, I think. So
that's before, I reckon, earlier than that, Max.
22.
We're all losing track of time, aren't we? It's all merging into.
Well, to be honest, the 5
August
years from
22.
COVID are just a blur to me. It could be whatever year, it doesn't matter.
But it is August 22 and under your name, Joanna.
I found you.
Yeah, Zuhairi.
Yeah.
So what we can do is reactivate your account so that you can access it yourself, and then you can update it yourself.
If I can do that.
Yes.
I'm very technical.
we will help you with that. Can you leave us your email maybe in the chat or something so that we can get in contact with you via email?
Yeah, I can do that.
Once we have that, we can send you instructions on how to create an account, and then then you can log into your listing and do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
I think she's still on the live listing, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not connected with an email account. Not connected.
No, it's on my name actually. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Joanna, what you would need to do is create an account.
That's the
Then
email on the
once you've
account.
created your account, we can connect it to your listing, and then you can log in, and then you have access to your listing, and you can make any changes that you need to do.
But can somebody talk me through that at a later stage? Maybe
I will do that. I'd be happy to do that.
So you will
Have you
contact
got
me?
time?
Send you my email.
I'll help you with that. I will help you, I promise.
That's good.
Just in answer to a question in the chat, do we have any email addresses for the internationals?
I have sent you my email, but I don't know whether I pressed the right button to send it to you.
Is it jazz1947@hotmail.com?
That's right, yes. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Are the international emails not on the map? Or is that just the website?
So on the map, there's a link
Which
to the
map?
website, and then the website would show the emails, I would hope.
So this is from Julia. It's for people that don't want to use Telegram. So is there another way of contacting the internationals?
Yes, it is to go onto our website, look at about, look at international, look at the map, find these are the ones that we know are part of PHA. Click on the flag or whatever it is.
Then
it will show a link to their, website, or it will be an email address. That's how you get in contact with them.
Great, thanks, Max. Are there any other questions? Any other volunteers? Anyone else want to sign up to do work with us?
not work, fun.
What do you
Saving
like?
the world. Not saving the world, but just making sure that they don't win.
We will make the world a better place. We are making the world a better place.
We are.
Can I add a comment, please? We are saving the world one community at a time.
Yeah, I love that.
Definitely. We're connecting the dots, Pat.
Indeed.
I think that's a great note to end on, unless anybody else would like to add anything.
Yeah.
Everybody okay? Well, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah.
And thank you for all the questions and comments, and I hope we've been able to help you. And if you are watching the recording and you do have questions, please get in contact. Keep an eye out on the social media. We will be sharing more information about what's coming up, and also we always want to hear your feedback. So there's a chance to give us feedback in any of the newsletters, or just contact us at any time through the website. And don't forget, our big PHA update is on the 23rd of April. So we hope you can join us then, and we will have the PHA internationals as well, we hope.
Kerry,
Yes, Pat.
sorry, one question, please.
Yep.
Can I have the video recording from this?
Yes.
And can I please have the notes as well? I mean, is the video recording including the notes? Because
Yes.
I haven't got access to anything to write down the email address for you.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got your email. I've already emailed you, but we should be able to download the notes at the same time as the recording. It usually happens, so we can send that
Perfect.
to you. And anyone that's registered will get the recording. So that's no problem at all.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so thank you again, and thank you for watching if you're watching the recording, and I hope to see you all soon. Lots of love from all of us at the PHA.
Thank you.
Thank
Lots of
you.
love.
Thank you.